Happy New Year, everybody. It's SSG here, and I'm back today with my top 5 favorite customs of 2016. First off, I would like to apologize for not getting this video out on New Year's Eve like I had hoped to. I was out yesterday with family and friends trying to, celebrate the new year. And before, and the day before, I didn't pre-record it for whatever reason, so unfortunately I cannot get it out on New Year's Eve like I had hoped to. However, it is New Year's Day. Well, depending on what time you're watching this, it's New Year's Day, so I'm going to hopefully get it out today. Anyway, guys, with that being said, let's get on to the list. Coming in at number 5 on the list is Goku from Dragon Ball Z. I made this figure close to the time that I left, so it was one of the last figures I made before my little hiatus. I do like the way the figure turned out, though. I like the face probably the most of the figure. That's probably the strongest part in my opinion. That was like my 3rd or 4th attempt of trying to get Goku's face like as best as I could, and I think for what it is, I think it's pretty good. Another high point is the back. I like the way the back turned out. That was a first attempt, so I'm pretty proud of it. The hair is nice. I think the rest of the figure is okay. So tell me what you guys think about the figures that are going to be shown from here on out. Down in the comments below. But yeah, so that's number 5, everybody. Let's get on to number 4. If you think that this is cheating, then you're a hater. Nothing more, nothing less. Anyway, coming in at number 4, we have Cyrax, Sector, and Cybersmoke, otherwise known as Triborg. Now, there are a couple reasons why I put all 3 of these figures in at one entry, at number 4. One is because they are all one character anyway, and 2 is because I could not decide which one I wanted to put in here, as, in my mind at least, they're all even. But in the comments below, tell me which one you think should go at number 4. Cyrax, Sector, or Cybersmoke. But anyway, I like the paint job on all of them. I think I did pretty good on them. The only downside is not even in the figure themselves, but was that I never got the showcase out. Oh well. Anyway, guys, with that being said, let's get on to number 3. Coming in at number 3, we have a figure that a lot of people said was my best custom out of all the ones that I've made in 2016 or in general. Unfortunately for those people, I do not agree with this, with that statement, as I am not happy at all with the way the face came out. I think it's okay, but I think I could have done much better on it. As for the rest of the body, I think I did a really good job on it, and in case I forgot to mention, which I'm pretty sure I did, this is the Terminator T-800. I think the gun looks good. It's just, the binoculars on the little ray gun piece that they use all the time. I think the sculpting and the paint job looks good, but like I said, I do not like the face very much. And there's a hair on him. Oh my god, there's a hair on him. Get off. That stupid hair. Get off. Anyway, back to this. Like I said, I like the sculpting job, I like the paint job, and I just don't like the head very much, but that's something that definitely I'm going to be redoing in this year. Unfortunately, I did not do it last year, which is why this figure is only at number 3, rather than being higher up on the list. But anyway, guys, let's get on to number 2. Coming in at number 2, we have the Merc with the mouth himself, Deadpool. Really happy with the way this figure came out. I think it's definitely one of my best, but as you can see, this head was sculpted and it has its fair share of wears on it. So I'm definitely gonna have to resculpt that later on in the year, which I'm not gonna be very happy with, because I really like the way this head turned out, and like usual, I can never make it as good as the first attempt. But, back when it was in great condition, I was super duper happy with this figure. Really loved the way it turned out, and the Deadpool movie was cool. Another showcase that I never got out. But yeah, so that's it for number 2. Now before we get on to number 1, let's get a few honorable mentions out of the way. So here are the honorable mentions, like I said, before we get on to number 1, in no particular order. First off, we have Ganondorf. Really love the body, literally everything from the cape down. I am in love with this figure. I really love the way it turned out. The only thing I did not like about it, was, like I said, it was almost number 5 on the list, but I just thought the head, I never got around to fixing that head and making it look more like Ganondorf. But other than that, this figure was nearly at number 5 on the list. Another figure we never got to showcase out, we have Colossus, who I made along with Deadpool, but yeah, the only thing I don't like about this figure, as you can see, I did change the hair. He had a different hairpiece before, but I did change it up. The only thing I do not like about this figure is the arms. I don't like the arms. I never got around to actually extending the arms, and I think the torso could have had a little bit more detail on it. But other than that, this figure, I think it's pretty good for what it is. And now we'll get on to another honorable mention. And just to get the last two honorable mentions out of the way, we have Sub-Zero and Scorpion. The only reason I didn't put these guys at number 5 or anywhere on the list was because I did not like the way, it was so plain. I like the classic attire more, but still I think it's pretty plain. So it's kind of my fault for making that. But I still think the figures look really good nonetheless, and there's a hair on him again. Another hair, stupid hairs, get off, and it refused to go away, whatever, I'll fix it later. But anyway, with that being said, now let's get on to number 1, who I think is personally the best figure of 2016 and probably the best custom figure in my collection. And my favorite figure of 2016 is behind this paper. Now real quick, I want to state that I never actually got around to showing you guys this figure. So again, like I said, haters will say it's cheating, but nonetheless, it is the most gorgeous figure I've made of 2016. Like I said, I never actually showed you guys, but nonetheless, it's still a great figure. And number 1 best figure, or custom figure, that I've made in 2016 is none other than Humpty Dumpty Dr. Doom himself. No, I'm just kidding. Of course I'm kidding. Why would that be number 1? I never showed you guys. That was something I just threw together. That joke was lame. I am sorry, guys. But anyway, the real number 1 top figure of 2016 that I made custom, because I keep forgetting to mention that, is Leatherface. Yeah, some of you might have seen this coming, but I just love this figure. Leatherface, like I've stated a couple times on this channel, Leatherface is my favorite horror movie character. And this was the redesign that I made for Mortal Kombat X Combat Pack 2. Well, actually, technically, this wasn't the Leatherface that I showed in that showcase. It was more of the triple Leatherface showcase. But anyway, it's still made for Mortal Kombat X Combat Pack 2. The chainsaw is great, the mask looks great, the paint job is great, everything about this figure is great in my opinion. Screw you haters. But anyway, guys, that is my list for my top 5 favorite customs of 2016. If there are any other customs that you can remember that I made in 2016 that you think should have been on this list, or at least honorable mentions, tell me about it in the comments below. Now that I'm back, I'm starting to do updates and stuff on Instagram, so be sure to follow me there. The link will be in the description below. Subscribe to the channel, link to that is also in the description below. And yeah, so that's pretty much it, guys. Thanks for watching, hope you enjoyed. SSG signing out.